We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Henry, what are you talking about? And bring it.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a run with Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Let's get off the field, D. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On second and 12, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
52, man, 52. Let's go, D. Let's go. Go. Check that one, Mike 52 right here. 52. Here we go, D.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Under 10, 10. "43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On first down, it's Haskins going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
At the Redskins' 13-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Get ready.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
51. Man, I got you.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
We want it. Come to my world.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Hey. 4 down.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Geis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What we got?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Geis. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. Third and 2, now Haskins. He's got Jack Doyle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Freeman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray from midfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 34.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down.
Check 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
They'll run on first down. It's Bishop, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Set, ready. Check, 43. It's coming this way, Here we go.
On first down, this is Geis. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Right here.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 12, Murray, short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Drops it off for Coleman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Here we go. Six. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, you can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Darius Geis. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and
8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown. A long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Henry. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 1st down, Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check.
On 2nd and 12, Murray completes it to Coleman. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Go. Kill it, motion the act. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
I'm scared. Here we go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I got you, boy.
Looking to throw, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Haskins now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Already his his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Pitches to Coleman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Big stop, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Come on, set. 91. 51. Here we go. Delta.
From the 38, Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 1st down, Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
To number 82. It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
Here we go. To Pittsburgh. It's a party now.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This is Geis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Geis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short, and that leads to a 4th down. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Murray. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Murray now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4.
Murray now on 1st down. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Ioannidis giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll toss it to Coleman. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Go, go, go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a run with Geis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.